What's up, people? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel, people. What's up? How you guys feeling? Hope you guys feeling fresh, cool, solid. Yes. The champs are still celebrating. Matty in the building. Wagwan, Matty, Wagwan. Right here doing the damn thing. Big up Riley, Soul Campbell. Big up Soul Campbell. Yeah, what I saw you post it on Facebook. I saw you post it. Mad thing, man, mad thing. Toxic in the building. Toxic, how you feeling? How you feeling? How you guys doing? Y'all still y'all pinch yourself yet? Y'all pinch yourself yet? And realize that yes, it is real. We are champions of the Premier League. It is fun, fantastic. Fantastic, man. But guess what? It's business time again, bro. It's business time again. Because we still have a very, very huge, important business to deal with. You know what I mean? And that is no other than the Champions League, people. Yes, we have the Champions League final to, you know what I mean, acquire. We have the Champions League final trophy to add to the roster. Imagine, after so much years, since the Emirates build, none of those major trophies has been in that place. You know what I mean? And we're on the verge of adding the two most prestige trophy in football to the roster. Nice. Fantastic. Lots been going on, people. Lots been going on. Yes. Taxi said we love Arsenal later. Of course we do, man. Of course we do. I'm at a Division 3 baseball game right now. Yeah, baseball is very popular in America. PSG. Yeah, it's fine, man. Let them go. Let them come. Sol Campbell. I haven't seen Sol. I don't remember seeing Sol Campbell before either. But big up Sol Campbell. You know what I mean? Big up Sol Campbell. Club about to get smoked by the Premier League. I leave you to them, Matty, to school them. You know what I mean? Just school though. Just school. Just school them, all right? Big up everybody that joined in the stream. Big up everybody that joined in the stream. You know what I mean? Thank you guys for being here. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. We have some good news. We have some good news. We have some great news. You know what I mean? And we have some other news. You get me? Yes. The great news is Arsenal is Premier League champions. I've woke up, I think, 3 days after I thought it was a dream, and it's still a reality. It's still a reality, people. So, yeah, Arsenal is Premier League champion. No going around that no more. All right? Yes. And Timber and Marino is back in training. Now, that's some fantastic news with the very important Champions League game that we have. You know what I mean? I was watching the whole scenario with Timber and Marino celebration. Get me? And I was really looking to see if they were cautious about, you know what I mean, digging deep into the whole situation to celebrate with the boys. You know what I mean? And they weren't cautious, you know what I mean? They were doing the damn thing. But you don't know. Emotions are going to take over and so forth. So I was still looking around to, you know what I mean, say, you know what, they not even realize that they're injured. They're injured. You know what I mean? They probably don't realize that they are injured. So guess what? Let's see again. But the next morning, Timber, Saka, Eze and Declan Rice, 5 o'clock in the morning, I walk the street of North London, I soak in the atmosphere and all of that. Timber walk proper. I'm looking at this guy, I'm like, hold on, man, this guy don't look like somebody injured. I mean, like, not even a little bit. You know what I mean? Not even a little bit. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? And I'm kind of excited about the fact that our top defender is back because him have a top player to go up against. You know what I mean? Him have a top player to go up against in Kavashkelia. So, hey, I think I'm gonna like that battle. By the way, people, we're gonna be doing a watch along officially. We will be doing a watch along for that game. And we'll be starting early. You know what I mean? We're gonna start early. Probably I want 2 hours before the game start. I don't know. You know what I mean? We're just gonna come on and that's something huge, you know, man. That's a Champions League final. It's not something to take lightly. You understand what I'm saying? It's not something to take lightly. It is huge. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. So people, we will be right here. Make sure y'all turn up. Make sure y'all turn up. Anything y'all have to do, put it aside. It's not every day our club is in a Champions League final. And we're gonna win too. I don't know, every day we win the Champions League final. So, you know, so we're gonna celebrate like it's me no know. Yeah. Matty said just look through it's channel activity. Matty. Yeah, must be new. Toxic check is active for the channel. He's been here a long time, apparently. And one said he was an Arsenal fan. Oh, he's been on this channel before? Oh, cool. Red Skull in the building. How you feeling, brother? How you feeling? So, you guys think we're ready? I mean, like, do you guys think we're actually ready? The Champions League final. Do you guys think we're actually ready? A lot of talks been going around, man. Red Squad's anxious and nervous at the same time. Hope we win final. We really deserve it. Yeah, we really actually do deserve it, man. You know what I mean? We fought hard, relentlessly. You know what I mean? This season. So you get me? He's showing up as a moderator on my end too. I'm just looking at that. If Matty didn't say that, Zimmerman, I'm not gonna lie. I was just gonna demoderate that person. No joke. Zimmerman, I ain't gonna lie. He's a prankster, Jack. He's a prankster. You like to pull pranks. I was like, what? Why is he showing as a moderator? Zimmerman, you need to stop. You need to stop. All right, people. Prank on you guys. I'm Zimmerman. Zimmerman, I ain't gonna lie. That one worked. That was a good one. That was a good one, Zimmerman. I'm like, I don't know this person. Why this person is a moderator? That was a good one, Zimmerman. Yeah, you win that. You win that one. Yeah. But I said, I was like, who the F is this guy? And Gunnar said, of course, bro. Come on, Gunners. That is it. Sorry, guys. Red Skull said people forget Donnarumma saved PSG last season. I don't think nobody forgetting it. And I think the guys kind of have trust me. I remember when they asked Saka which team you want to play against, whether it be PSG or Bayern. You know what I mean? And he asked them not to ask him that, but he said, you guys know who we want. You know what I mean? And by him saying that, I'm seeking revenge. You know what I mean? Because they were knocked out by PSG in the semi-final last season. So I'm saying to myself, Saka, I think they have a hard on for PSG. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? I think PSG, I think they got the club that they wanted. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They weren't trying to take the easy way out. You know what I mean? They wanted the defending champ. And they got them. So it's gonna be a fantastic game. I trust me. I think this game gonna be sweet, people. Sweet, 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 sweet. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. Zimmerman said, my bad, G. Why you change your name, Zimmer? What happened? Red Scroll said, and we didn't have Gabriel. Yeah. There's a lot that gonna be different this season. I ain't gonna lie. Plus, this is a cup final. You know what I mean? Plus, we're better defensively. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be fantastic. You know what I mean? Plus, we have better wing backs. You get me? I think we have a better wing back. Yeah, I think our wing back. You know what I mean? Did we have Califlor in that game last season? No, he was injured, right? I think he was injured. You know what I mean? Timber was injured too. Was he not? Was he not? I think so. But yeah. Resco, so let's hope we don't get any injury Sunday and fully prepare for final. Resco, I expecting the team to be little or no strength at all on Sunday. You know what I mean? I am fully expecting the team to be little bit or no strength at all on Sunday. You know what I mean? So guess what we're going to do? We're probably going to do like a starting lineup tonight, you know, to see what we think or who we think should be playing in that game. You know what I mean? Because trust me, we ain't supposed to be playing nobody that going to be playing in that Champions League final. Or if we do, you know what I mean? Let's see. I was deeply scooping into who the F you was. Yeah, Matt is an investigator. My Earth Strong is Monday, and I hope Arsenal deliver. You mean the Monday after the Champions League final, or Monday coming? Happy Earth Strong with the forward, my fam. Big up your damn self. Big up yourself, man. Arsenal will be a Champions League present. Don't worry. Don't worry. A Champions League present Arsenal will deliver to you. You know what I mean? Sign, seal, and deliver, man. Don't worry, man. I hate, man. Trust me. It'll happen. All the news, Manchester United signing Edison. Well, that's not confirmed news. They want to sign him. They're not signing him. They want to sign him. You know what I mean? So that's not confirmed news. They want to sign him because I think he's not signing or he's not renewing his contract. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of domino playing around that situation, I think. So let's see. Did you know you could do that toxic? You can hold people to their word. Let's go. So yes. Timber versus Kavi played. It's gonna be a good one. Timber versus Kaveshka, it's gonna be very nice. You know what I mean? Hopefully we can get some fitness in Timber. Because remember, we still have the fitness situation that we need to look forward to, or we need to look into with Joanne Timber, you know. You know what I mean? We still have that fitness situation that we need to look into. So hopefully we can he can be fit at least a little bit. You know what I mean? At least 75 minutes of time should be fantastic. Yeah, so I'm saying 75 minutes should be good. You know what I mean? I'm wondering if we even should start him and probably bring him on to finish the game. You get me? Probably bring him on to finish the game, right? Yeah, I don't think he's gonna start, but let's see. Let's see. I think he would play starting level just for ground of honor for Crystal Palace. I ain't gonna lie, man. I understand what you're saying, let's go. I ain't gonna lie. I see what you're saying. But how soon is he gonna start changing all these players? You get me? Yeah. Let's go to this Monday. All right, this Monday I shot my farmer. Not say a word. Don't say a word, man. I'll be back, maybe be right back. Atlanta Edison, yeah. No, that's not ex-City keeper. I think he's a winger, I think. I think he's a winner from Atlanta. Winger. Yeah, a midfielder somewhere there. Yeah. Arsenal getting Tonali. That's fake news. That is fake news. Oh, okay. So yeah, Arteta's been spoken. Let me see if I can find some of Arteta conversation. You know, what I mean, Arteta is spoken. Arteta been missing since we win the league, people. When I say missing, I mean missing since we won the league. And then all of a sudden, Arteta is everywhere. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, Arteta is everywhere after gone missing in action for a little bit. You know what I mean? But yeah, let me find the press conference. Let me find the press conference. I guess everybody who didn't trust the process have egg on their face now. Y'all need to know how to trust the process, bro. You know what I'm saying? Trust the process. That's all we've been asking, man. Trusting the process is not hard, you know. You know what I mean? Yeah, trusting the process is not hard. Arteta press conference. Let's go through some of it because y'all know, understand that. Hey, guess what? The boss has been spoken, and we know. All right. The question was asked. We now sit proudly top of the Premier League, and with first title since 2004 in the bag. Mikel was keen to pay homage to those that have supported him and the players throughout the 7 years journey. He said, Mikel Arteta speaking. Seeing the stadium now on Tuesday night, this is what makes me the most proud, honestly, more than winning the Premier League. I don't know about that. I think I mean, like, yeah, go on, try to be fancy, and yeah, of course. But I don't think it makes you more happy than winning the Premier League, you know what I mean? But we appreciate the gesture. Honestly, we ain't gonna lie. Once the journey, on the journey, what I am so glad about is our ownership, because now we realize the people we have looked after this football, the people who have looked after this football club, Stan and Josh. Well, honestly, he's always going to big up these owners, you know what I mean? Because these owners backed him. I mean, like, if ever a manager that was never, ever in trouble of his job or having a fear of losing his job, it was Mikel Arteta. These owners saw something in him that a lot of people didn't, you know what I mean? And they backed him 100%, you know what I mean? No joke. I hope our supporters can meet them in person and understand the value they have towards sports and football and the way they feel about this football club. And we need to retain that big time. I'm not gonna lie. I've always seen since they started supporting. As a matter of fact, since Mikel joined, we have seen the love that they have for this football club and been showing it, right? Because there are some proud owners of business all over, especially. You know what I mean? And as far as my knowledge is concerned, the other sports that they have invested in are doing quite fine. You know what I mean? And I think Arsenal was the one that was lagging behind. You know what I'm saying? Because the other ones are receiving trophies and all of that. So we needed to step up. And you can see where they put their money where their mouth is. You know what I mean? They put their money where their mouth is. They supported Mikel Arteta, being a young manager, inexperienced manager in that. You know what I mean? They gave him the tools that he needed to succeed. You know what I mean? And it wasn't always easy. You know what I mean? There are times when we're frustrated because of the inexperience of Mikel Arteta, and because of his inexperience, he has chosen. He has made the wrong decisions a lot of time. You know what I mean? And it cost us. Over the years, we have seen where he has grown from these same mistakes that he has been making. And he has gotten better. Still stubborn. Stubborn as a mule, though. you know what I mean? But he has gotten better, you know what I mean? And that better that he has gotten has now bang us the Premier League trophy, and we're in the final of the Premier League for only the second time in the history of the club, right? So I mean, like, hats off to the owners to me. You know what I mean? I've been giving tribute to Mikel Arteta a lot because, as I said, I'm one of the person who was always in his corner. You know, I'm one of the person who felt like he was the right man for the job. And I know sometimes because of the situation, you might question the decision. You know what I mean? But I still had no doubt in my brain that Mikel Arteta was the one that was going to lead us to this title. The love that he has for the club, you know what I mean? The passion, you know what I mean? All of that, you put that together, and trust me, you have a winner. You know what I mean? You have a winner. And I was looking into that whole situation. He's a Arsenal man. You know what I mean? He's from Arsenal. The fact that I always say this, he was our captain. You know what I mean? And he went and he learned, he mastered the craft, and he come back. You know what I mean? He came back right to Arsenal. You get me? So yeah, it was fantastic. Kavaskala Tanali, Livermanto, Alvarez, my dream window if we win the champs. That's a lot of money, Martin. That's a lot of money. That's like reaching the financial fair play right there. You know what I mean? But Kavaskala, he is a PSG player for a reason. You know what I mean? Liverpool wanted him last season when PSG bought him. You know what I mean? But it was only PSG for him. You get me? So he may be a dream target for us, but I think that's all it's going to be, a dream for right now. You get me? Yeah, I think it's only going to be a dream for right now because he chose PSG. He could have gone other places. You know what I mean? The choice was his. And PSG was a no-brainer for him. So I don't see Kvaratskhelia moving from PSG. Not right now, to be honest. Not right now. Timber probably play. I think he's training. Yeah, Timber is training. Timber is back in training. Marino is back in training. So those two might get some game time because they need game time. You know what I mean? Especially Timber. Timber needs game time. So I think that Timber will get some game time, to be honest with you. Hopefully. You know what I mean? Marino could play Sunday. Hopefully he do. I think he's going to play Sunday. He might get some. He might come on in the second half, but just we need to back in some more. We need to go again. They should make it happen. I think they're going to make it happen, man. The managers, the owners have made some very promising statement even before we won the Premier League. Before we won the Premier League, they had put up some proper backing, you know what I mean, towards Mikel Arteta. They say this is just the beginning, you know what I mean, and they will support and they will back this club to become the best in the world, pretty much. You know what I mean? I'm not saying word for word, but I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they are definitely invested in this club. You know, and I'm happy. You know what I mean? I'm happy after so much years of suffering, so much years of lack of spending. You know what I mean? Remember, we used to carry these kids up from the ground to, you know what I mean, grow them in a man, and when they turn man, we sell them. We've been through some stuff, you know, man. We've been through some stuff, man. You know what I mean? Now we're looking to harness our own world-class player. You know what I mean? We have a world-class player that's pretty much untouchable to the world. You know what I mean? Saka. Gone are the days when anybody could just come in our team and take our best player and laugh at us. You know what I'm saying? We have certain players. We sell players now only if we want to. It's not a situation where we need to or we have to. Because only if we want to. You know what I mean? And we have some untouchables that are just untouchables. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Yeah. So, okay. Back to the chat. Yeah, so big up Chad. Chad said Barcola is more realistic. Yeah, he's more realistic because he wants to leave. He's not signing a new contract. You know what I mean? But we're not the only one after Barcola as well. Liverpool name seems to be popping up everywhere. You know what I mean? Liverpool is also after Barcola. I don't think Liverpool should beat us when they transfer though. Not with the coach that they have. You know what I'm saying? Not with the coach that they have. They should beat us to any transfer. Chelsea, I think they signed a 16-year-old sensation, Martinez. You know what I mean? I didn't get all the news on it, but Chelsea signed a 16-year-old little sensation and all of that. Red Squad Riley Arsenal signed Livermore right back from Newcastle. Here we go, soon confirmed. Is that a factual statement? Is that a factual statement, Resco? Livermore injury prone, man. It's injury prone though. You know what I mean? But he's a fantastic right back though. No joke, fantastic right back. You know what I mean? He's a fantastic right back. Because I think we're going to lose Ben White. I think we're going to lose Ben White. So I rather Nosa than Barcola. Resco, was the last year you was telling me how much you like Barcola? Change your mind? Or am I wrong? With Pep leaving, there's a path for multiple titles in the future. I mean, like, even with Pep, I still think we're going to win multiple titles. You know what I mean? Because this team is maturing. Arteta has now had the taste of victory on his tongue. You know what I mean? He even started eating it yet. So you know he's going to be, you know what I mean? He's going to be hungry for more. You know what I mean? He's going to be hungry for more. Pep is going to get a statue outside the club. You know what I mean? Pep has an entire section of the stadium named after him. You get me? And those are achievements over 10 years or up to 10 years. You know what I mean? So Arteta gonna want something like that. You get me? Arteta gonna want something like that. Arteta have at least another 10 years at the club to do, you know. You know what I mean? Arteta at least have another 10 years at the club to do, because I think that Arteta aim should be to be the best in everything that you do or everywhere that he goes. Now, in order to be the best, you got to beat the best. You winning Pep to this title doesn't make you the best. Pep has leave a legacy. You know what I mean? A standing legacy in this league. And in order to be the best, you need to wipe that with your own legacy. You know what I mean? You need to set some different type of records. That's how I see you becoming the best. You understand me? So the achievement is here, as in the first Premier League. This is your first title. You know what I mean? Arsenal is your first managerial job. So congratulations. But the work has just begun. We need a couple more. We need a couple Champions League. I was going to say a couple more, like we already won this one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. With Toxic is back. Big up Toxic. Toxic said the girl to me next to me left. Resco say, yeah, that's what I say. All right, that's good. That's good. I'm gonna do some investment in finding out some stuff. I haven't get to done much. Work is work. You know, so yeah. No, Barcola is no brainer. Yeah, Barcola is a fantastic player. We're gonna be after Arsenal is interested in Barcola, just so you guys know. Fabrizio has reported that. But as I say, it's Arsenal and Liverpool. You know what I mean? Barcola is not signing a new contract at PSG. So he's gonna be in the market, man. Trust me, he's gonna be in the market. Where he goes is a different story. We definitely know that Arsenal is gonna search for a right back. We know that Arsenal is should be searching for a left wing, right? And we should be searching for another striker, especially if we let go one of the striker, which I probably think that Kai Havertz time is probably up. Yeah, so I'm saying that it's a proper time to sell some of these players right now. You know what I mean? Being that they are Premier League champions. Yeah, so I'm saying they're unforgettables. You get me? They have a legacy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, like, these players' value should be up a little bit. Prasad Valley should be up a little bit because he finds farm at the right time. You know, his farm is fantastic right now. So Valley should be up a little bit, you know what I mean, to get some proper money on time. I don't know what they're going to do with Ben White. And I mean, Ben White is a club legend. You get me? Ben White is a club legend. It hurts me to see him leave injured. You know, he has given so much for this club. So much for this club. He's given his entire career for this club, pretty much. You know what I mean? I know he's been battling these series of injuries. You know what I mean? Just because of all that he has done or given for Arsenal. So, yeah, big up Ben White. You know what I mean? Big up Ben White. I'm expecting Kepa to leave. So we might need another goalkeeper. You know what I mean? No guard, that's a no-brainer. You know what I mean? Lots of stuff. Lots of stuff should be going on. You know what I mean? I heard that Ethan Wannier might be, you know what I mean? But I don't know how true that situation is. You know what I mean? I think Ethan Wannier might leave on loan again. But as far as selling him outright, I don't think so. There are certain things that you just don't do. You know what I mean? Miles Lewis Kelly, Arteta should see the importance of Miles Lewis Kelly right now. So as far as entertaining a sales for Miles Lewis Kelly is concerned, that should be a no-no, not even that. You know what I mean? I see Miles Lewis Kelly as a future captain of this team. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I see Miles Lewis Kelly as a future captain of this team. To be honest with you, so no joke with that. As soon as Pep left, I said City is done. That's even before the verdict of the 115. Yeah, I don't think Maresca can manage a City team with these egos and all of that in there. At the end of the day, Maresca is a young coach, not proven. You know what I mean? And I think most of these players are leaving with them. I mean, like not leaving to go where he's going, but I think most of these players are going to take on some new challenge. Just because. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just because. I see someone, I definitely see some of them leaving. If not, most of them leaving. You get me? So, yeah, let's see. Lots of different news going on. World Cup squad is out. Yes. You know what I mean? And I mean, like, England are going with themselves. You know, when I see the World Cup squad came out, one player come to my brain, because I've been talking about him the other day, say jump ship just on time. Danny Madueke. We never understand the move that Danny Madueke made when he left Chelsea. You know what I mean? Where he could actually fight for a starting position there. And he came to Arsenal to be a second, to be a backup to Saka. I never understand that. You know what I mean? Because he's a talent. No joke about Nani. Nani's a talent. You know what I mean? He's a confused talent, but he's a talent nevertheless. Right? But he left and he came to Arsenal. When you look into this World Cup squad that the coach has picked, I think it's only one Chelsea player there. I think it's only one Chelsea player there. And that one Chelsea player is a no-brainer, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? It is a no-brainer. Reece James. You know what I'm saying? Reece James is a no-brainer. 4 Arsenal players made the trip. 4 Arsenal players. 4 midfielders. You know what I mean? 4 Arsenal players made the trip. It was always known that there was going to be 4 Arsenal players in this team. You know what I mean? It was just a hit and miss if Miles had done enough to make the end, to make an entry, but seems like he didn't. Right? Danny Madueke made the trip. And I'm saying to myself, if Danny Madueke was at Chelsea, he would not even get a look in this World Cup squad. So it was a fantastic move for Danny when he jumped ship and decided that, guess what? Arsenal and take that. Not only World Cup squad fantastic, but also is now Premier League champion. You know what I mean? Premier League champion in his first season. So yeah. I was listening to an interview with Victor Yakaris, and I'm just realizing that Victor Yakaris, right? It just hit me. And we all know, but it's just hitting. Victor Yakaris have won the league in his first season, right? Not only that, he has scored over 20 goals in his first season. Not only that, this is his third consecutive league title that Victor Yakaris has won. He won the last two in Portugal, and they come over to England and won the Premier League. So Victor seems like Victor seems like he follow this guy everywhere he go. You understand? Yeah, man. Victor seems like it follow this young man everywhere it go. You know, so yeah. Well played by Victor. Well played by Victor. He has done it. A lot of people doubt him when he just come, including myself. But 21 goals is a lot of goals, especially in your first season. Especially if a person that doesn't play good most of his games. You know what I mean? So I'm just looking forward to seeing you next season in all your glory. It should be ready. Real ready. Taxi said people at work talking, saying shit like you think you can compete against PSG. I guess they're gonna see, right? I guess they're gonna see. People tend to forget, as Resco keep on mentioning, that PSG beat us because their keeper was just unbeatable on that day. You know what I mean? PSG keeper on that day was unbeatable. They don't have that keeper no more. You understand me? They don't have that keeper no more. So trust me, people. I'm looking forward to that game because I believe that we're gonna win that game. You know what I mean? Trust me. I do. Bro, we are number one. The one that asked me that his team is no. Well, now I understand why I asked you that. You know what I mean? It's understandable why I asked you that. You know what I mean? Ask him if he can win the championship next season to come back up. That's what you should ask him. Yeah, man, that should be the question that you push towards him. Can you win the championship next season to come back in the Premier League? You know what I mean? Let him know that he's no longer considered a part of the Big Six. That is it. So, Sunday, the final game of the 2025-26 season. Sunday is when Arsenal are going to officially lift the trophy after 22 years. The Emirates is now decorated with a medal, a proper medal. You know what I mean? A Premier League medal. And the following week, we might be decorated with a Champions League medal. You know what I mean? So the Emirates are going to light up. You know what I mean? Arsene Wenger built the Emirates, but he left it in the darkness. Mikel Arteta came and he turned on the light. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, Mikel Arteta came and he turned on the light. I'm looking at a lot of these people that left the club. You know what I mean? The ones that leave last season, you know what I mean? And all of that. The ex-players, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you though, this trophy is for everybody. You know what I'm saying? This trophy is for everybody. You can see how happy Arsene Wenger is. You can see how happy he is. You know? And I bet you the Aubameyangs and all of them, even as unruly as he was, is probably delighted. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of these ex-Arsenal players at this parade. enjoying this thing like a fan. I'm looking forward to see a lot of them. You know what I mean? We should see the Ozil and the Lacazette and all of them. You know what I mean? Everybody should be rolling through. You get me? Because this Premier League trophy, all of them, every single one of them has fought for it. They are falling short, but every single one of them has fought for it. The Santa Cazorla, the Theo Walcott, even though Theo Walcott, I think, is the reason why we didn't win it last season. Yeah, I remember when Southampton beat us when Theo Walcott scored? I think he should have played that game. And you know what I mean? But I could see that he was happy. He was still a professional footballer, so he had to do what he had to do. I could see that he was happy that we won it. You know what I mean? Once a gunner, always a gunner. Everybody know that. Everybody knows how to solid things do. Once you're a gunner, you will always be a gunner. You know what I mean? So I can see the delight on a lot of these players, ex-players, I should say, face to see that Arsenal has finally done it after so long. So Sunday is the final curtain down on the 2025-26 season. You know what I mean? We should be getting a guard of honor. You know, we should be getting a guard of honor with lifting that trophy. It's going to be a special moment for Arsenal fans. Special moment for Arsenal fans. You know, and I'm honestly looking forward to be officially crowned champions. Yeah, son, officially crowned champions. What team should we play? What team should we play on Sunday? It's a special moment. And it's a special moment for the starting 11. It's a special moment for the starting 11 to walk through that guard of honor that they're going to have, that they're going to get. We have a very important Champions League final the following Saturday. And by no means we want to get anybody injured. That's not the intention. But if we didn't win the league already, we would have to play our strongest team. Just to make sure that it was done. But nevertheless, we have won the league, and we have Arteta has a decision to make on what team does he feel. It doesn't matter if we win or we lose. We can't lose the league no more. I honestly think that it should be a mixture of youth with probably some experience, because certain players I just don't think should be anywhere at all near that field. Declan Rice shouldn't play. Saka shouldn't play. Nana Madueke should play that entire game. Odegaard shouldn't play. I think you can start Eze, you know what I mean, and then probably take him out. I would start Victor Gyökeres. Just so he can get some more goals, to get some more confidence going into that game. I wouldn't start Kai Havertz because I wouldn't want to Kai Havertz get injured. Saliba Rice is an issue because we don't have any replacement for them. We don't have any replacement for Saliba and Rice. Because if we replace Saliba and Rice with Mosquera and Nkappi, then we have to pay Salman over on the right, and we have to pay Nkappi. Not Nkappi, Califlori on the left. We don't want to pay. Califlori should not be nowhere near that team. Nowhere near that team. So there are some choices that has to be made about the selection. You know what I mean? But whatever it is, Mikel Arteta is going to do the right thing. Mikel Arteta press conference was done early. And my understanding is that it was done early because they're going into lockdown. Yeah? Through the whole time, I think they say they're going to have one training session, open training session. That's it. So they're going to give them a sneak peek sometime next week. But besides that, nobody going to see or hear from them. So we might have a... What kind of week are we going to have next week? I don't know. You know what I mean? Because the Arsenal team going into lockdown training mode. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Let's see. Yes, guys. Yes. That's it for me. Not such a long one today. Short and spicy. Short and spicy. Yeah, I just came on so I can just pet up with the chat a little bit. But Sunday, we're lifting the league, people. You know what I mean? I won't be able to do that live. But you know I'm going to be there in the evening so we can talk about it. And talk about us going forward. So, yeah. Guys, appreciate y'all for being here, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. You know what I mean? Appreciate you guys making it Riley's work. You know what I mean? Big up on yourself. Tomorrow is Saturday. We have no game tomorrow. We have all the games on Sunday. So we go and get into some details tomorrow about what's going to go on Sunday. We go and look at the relegation battle because there's a serious relegation battle kicking in. Tottenham and West Ham. Champions League battle as well. You know what I mean? With Liverpool and stuff like that. So we're going to figure it out. You know what I mean? After that, we're going to have Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace going to play the Conference League final on Wednesday, I think. So, you know what I mean? We're going to see if Crystal Palace going to win that game to make it another English team trophy. You know what I mean? And then we'll be on to Arsenal to complete the trouble. You understand me? So, some interesting things going on. Very interesting things going on. You know what I mean? Me personally, I hope Crystal Palace win. I always said, I'm happy that Aston Villa won. And I hope Crystal Palace won. I hope Arsenal won. You know what I mean? Just so we can take home all these trophies. You know what I mean? I don't know if it has ever been done before where a country, you know what I mean, a single league sweep all these European trophies. But we're going to find out. Well, if it's not been done before, the attempt is going to be made now. Yeah, the attempt will be made now. So, looking forward to that game. Looking forward to the end of the season. This time around, when the end of the season comes, I will be a happy person. You know what I mean? Unlike last season, the season before, and the season before that. You know what I mean? This time around, we Arsenal fans. People, have you all seen what's going on all over the world with these Arsenal fans? Huh? Arsenal is a huge club. When I say huge, I mean huge freaking club. You know what I mean? You never knew that so much people all over the world were sitting down and waiting for this day. So much people all over the world. Persons are sharing stories of fans that they're grown with. You know what I mean? I see this guy with his grandmother when they were young. When she was younger, and he was young, like a young lad. 22 years later, they took a picture of them. The lady was way older, and he's an old man now. You know what I mean? But just happy to still be alive, to see what Arsenal is doing now. You know what I mean? Africa is people. Arsenal is supposed to have one of the biggest fan base in Africa. You know what I'm saying? Supposed to have one of the biggest fan base in Africa. Bro, I'm a proud supporter of this club. You know what I mean? And I will keep on supporting this club no matter what. You know what I mean? If we've been supporting it so long without a trophy, now we know we finally win a trophy. It's gonna be crazy. It's going to be crazy. But as I said, we see you guys again tomorrow. That's it for me for today. You know what I mean? I appreciate you guys a lot. Thank you guys for passing through. Big up to everybody in the chat. You know what I mean? Big up to everybody in the chat. Thank you guys for making it Riley's World. Tomorrow, back again. Big up on the damn self. People.